Hello, Carrowcrory Journal fans. This is Carrowcrory Journal number 16. Those of you who may be following us are probably wondering, well, where's 14 and 15? I've actually filmed those, but put them on one side, and you'll probably get to see those in another week or so. I've got to get some answers back on matters relevant to episodes 14 and 15, but they're in the pot ready to go. So here we go with Carrowcrory Journal number 16 on a lovely mild sunny afternoon at the end of October. It's October holiday weekend, Halloween weekend, Swan weekend, and it's beautifully mild. This morning Case Village had what I believe is going to become the annual Halloween breakfast, where we had pancakes with syrup and sausage and rasher and tea and a great social crack. And there was I as the Mr. Pumpkin Man, kind of all messed up in green and orange, selling off pumpkins. And every pumpkin, we had 24 of them, every one of them found a home. Came home, had a cup of tea, bit of a rest, and now I'm out in the glorious garden, which I haven't seen for quite a while. I haven't done a Carrowcrory Journal out here for a while. So it's just an hour before the sun sets, and I'm going to continue a job that was commencing at the end of the last garden version of Carrowcrory Journal, and that is over an area where I'm cleaning up. That's our fire pit area, but there's a kind of a pointed bit that I'm putting a little bit more topsoil in, and I've still got some yarrow plants, which are not much good in the winter, just staying in the pots. They might as well be outside. I know it's a bit of a risk, they're not going to grow very much, but I'll take the chance, and if that doesn't work, we'll sow some more next year, because they do seed and grow very easily here. So the next step is to take the camera gear over to where I'm doing that work, which unfortunately doesn't have any sun shining on it. It's very tempting to actually do something here. I think I'll talk to you another hour or so just and bathe in the sunlight. No, I better go and do some work. So I'll see you over there. Well, this is what I'm working on. You might remember from the last Carrowcrory Journal. This is what I'm working on. Noise in the background. There's a digger being unloaded. There's obviously going to be some drainage going on. And I'm going to use this little adze and tidy this up a bit. You can't even see the fire circle, so I'll do a bit. One thing I'm doing here is bringing any of the turfed weeds at the top that I'm skimming off the top, and as you see, this is raising up, and the idea is to raise up the soil level here. It'll take probably the entire winter of wheelbarrow loads and build up here. It doesn't matter if there's weeds. What I'm trying to do is actually a path from this point here that meanders around and goes up the hill there to where the triple spiral labyrinth is, which is up there. At the moment, we kind of take a shortcut through there and go through the outer ring on the tree labyrinth, which is not ideal, and then we head off the path there. I'm trying to avoid people needing to go into the tree labyrinth if they're going up to the triple spiral. Hopefully by spring, this will be a path that people can use to take them from either the tree labyrinth path there or the path coming from the herb spiral labyrinth over there. And there's actually another path that you can't see that goes from the fire circle garden over there. I do a lot of what would be probably called by many gardeners as slow gardening. I suppose I approach gardening in a meditative way rather than a productive way, and here is a pile of what was taken off of this land, bring about the herb spiral labyrinth and leave it long enough. I think that was left a year and a half, and it turns into pretty good compost soil. And so I'm now taking that soil away to actually use to build up the area again in that point that leads to the fire circle. So I'm forever moving around soil, forever moving around stone. And just from the little bit I've cleared during this last hour, there's a few stones that I've pulled out, and they're going to be useful, especially for marking out the new soft root labyrinth. I've always got a use for stones. Other gardeners will probably find them a nuisance and bury them. Now I'm curious to see where that digger is going to go. It was parked up there. I wonder if I can borrow that before he comes. That would make the job I'm doing a lot quicker, but I suppose it would also cause a lot of damage. I'll just dream on. Oh dear, I don't like the look of this. And the wall, an old wall come down as well. The dog was friendly and came up to me. He had brambles stuck in his tail. It's quite a mystery what's happening here. I was looking out for the digger driver to see if I could talk to him, but he kind of disappeared quite quietly. Concerned over there because just beyond where the trees have been ripped out, there's quite an ancient sweat house in there that was converted into a lime kiln. So I hope that doesn't get touched at all. Looks like the tenant farmer is trying to get more grazing space. The landowner, Mary Hannon, is quite confused because she said, I never gave permission for this. Quite a few thinnings of the trees that's on our boundary there. And there's Carrowcrory cottage on the other side of the very wintry looking trees now. Nice to see some flowers are still out, cornflowers. Remains of an ancient wall there. And as per tradition, he didn't knock down the hawthorn tree. Even the digger driver regards this as a fairy tree. Thanks for watching this video. If you would like to visit us at Carrowcrory Cottage and Labyrinth Gardens, please visit carrowcrorycottage.com first. For more videos, please subscribe below. Until the next Carrowcrory Journal video, happy dreams.